The quarterfinals of the Hoenn True Power Tournament are underway. Last time we saw a wicked showdown between Steven, the former champion of Hoenn, and Spencer, the frontier brain of the Battle Palace. That showed just what Hoenn's best can do when they're put under pressure against each other in a winner-takes-all battle. Today we'll get to see another quarterfinal match as Frontier Brain Lucy takes on Elite 4 Glacia. Let's head to the team previews to see who's got the advantage. Lucy returns with her highly bulky team that has been able to slowly wear down opponents over the course of a match, and she'll have to do the same here while using Steelix, Shuckle, Milotic, and Snorlax to great effectiveness. Glacia, on the other hand, also tends to wear down opponents but with a bit more offensive capability. She'll have to keep the hail going and strike at the right moments with her offenses if she's to pull it off. Both trainers are ready for battle, so let's head to the stadium for this quarterfinal match. It's time for another quarterfinal battle. We've got Glacia of the Elite 4 versus Lucy of the Battle Frontier. Glacia, starting off with her Abomasnow, a very trusty lead for her, is always able to set up the hail after all, and in comes the Seviper on Lucy's side of the field. Now, Seviper is super effective against Abomasnow with its poison typing, so this is a little dangerous, but of course the hail will be set up, will be of immense benefit to Glacia's team after all, and Glacia is going to withdraw right away into the Walrein. Walrein's going to try and tank whatever this Seviper has. Usually it's run as a physical attacker, but no, Lucy does run it as a special attacker, so that's a little bit concerning for the Walrein. Yes, doing a good amount of damage actually on that Sludge Wave. Now, Seviper does have the Life Orb and will get hit by the hail every turn, whereas the Walrein actually has Ice Body, so it will recover some health every turn. Oh, and the Seviper does have Giga Drain though. Ooh, doing a massive amount of damage on that Walrein and getting a lot of recovery back too. That was perhaps unexpected by Glacia, but now the Walrein does have a Citrus Berry, so it will get the Citrus Berry recovery and also some recovery from the hail after all, and will get off a Stab Ice Beam on that Seviper, doing a huge amount of damage on Seviper too. But the problem is Seviper does outspeed, and now the Ice Body coming into effect for the Walrein, getting a little bit of recovery here, but I reckon it might be in a dangerous position. Oh, it does have Protect though. The Walrein going for Protect, so that will actually stall out the Seviper a little bit. It did go for Giga Drain, a great move on it after all, but Seviper will get hurt by the hail, and now the Walrein will get a little bit more recovery to try and tank a Giga Drain perhaps. Let's see what happens here. Oh no, Glacia is actually going to withdraw here, sending out the Abomasnow to try and tank. Yes, if the Seviper went for the Giga Drain again, it did. The Abomasnow will tank that very well, but the problem here is it does have to contend with the Sludge Wave after all, and now Abomasnow is a special defender, but the Sludge Wave will still do a massive amount of damage from that Seviper, especially with the Life Orb, but Seviper is getting very low on health, and it will go for the Sludge Wave here. Let's see how much this does on Abomasnow. Whoa, that was a huge amount of damage, bringing Abomasnow all the way down to the red. Oh, but Abomasnow going for Synthesis, so it does have a method of healing here, a method of recovery. We'll get back to about half health here, and now the Seviper will get hurt by the hail, and that's the end. The Seviper going down, being able to actually get a lot of damage off on Glacia's defensive core as a whole, and now the Snorlax coming out on Lucy's side of the field. This thing has been an absolute monster against a lot of teams in the past. Phoebe was able to deal with it relatively well. We'll see how Glacia can do with it as the Walrein comes out. Oh man, that might have been a little bit of a mistake because now the Snorlax can actually power up with Curse, so that will raise its attack and defense at the cost of its speed, but of course Snorlax is a very slow Pokemon to begin with, and now the Walrein getting a little bit of recovery from that Ice Body, but now Snorlax will get hit by the hail, but it does have the leftovers it seems, so that will kind of mitigate the hail damage. But of course, Walrein still getting some recovery here, and Walrein will go for the Protect here, trying to get some more recovery it seems, and let's see what the Snorlax went for. Oh no! A little bit of a mistake here on Glacia's behalf, as the Snorlax actually went for the Curse again. So Lucy really wants to power this thing up, realizing how necessary it's going to be, whereas Walrein's only going to get marginal recovery there was definitely not worth the Protect. But Glacia perhaps trying to actually scout out what the Snorlax was going to do, but it just went for the Curse again. So now Snorlax should be able to get a good hit off, and the Walrein going, oh, it went for Toxic, but it actually missed. So the Snorlax getting off free here, going for the Body Slam. And Walrein will tank that, not exceptionally well though, but perhaps after two curses, that was a really good display of defenses. And now the Toxic coming in successfully this time on the Snorlax, so Snorlax will be put on a timer here, although it is at basically full health, and going for the Body Slam on the Walrein again. Yes, that will take down the Walrein. Walrein putting in some good work against a couple Pokemon, but this Snorlax ultimately dealing it with it really, really well. And now Glacia sending out the Frostlass. Frostlass will actually be immune to Body Slam, so perhaps a good move here, but it all depends what the Snorlax does have. And going for Icy Wind. Now Snorlax has Thick Fat. That's the problem with it here against Glacia's team, is it actually has an ability that weakens the power of ice moves. And now, oh, it does have Fire Punch though. Fire Punch on the Frostlass. We have seen that in effect against Phoebe after all. And now the Frostlass will hang on, barely using its Focus Sash. And Snorlax getting some recovery, but the problem is Frostlass can't get much damage off offensively on the Snorlax. Just kind of stall it out with the poison there. But we'll see what it goes for here. Frostlass. Oh, it has Destiny Bond. The Destiny Bond going on the Frostlass. Let's see if the Snorlax fell for it. Oh, it did. The Fire Punch on the Frostlass. That will take it down. But Frostlass will bring down one of the biggest threats for Glacia's team along with it. Wow, what a play there from Glacia, as the Snorlax's HP will be 0 at the end of this. Snorlax going down to the Destiny Bond. A great play there. Lucy not anticipating that, getting baited, feeling comfortable because that Snorlax was powered up quite a lot. But no, now the Gyarados coming out against the Abomasnow. Yet another bad matchup here for Glacia, as Gyarados does have stab flying moves after all. But Glacia wanting to get that hail up for sure, and Lucy realizing that she might want to do that, so sending out a Pokemon that would be good against it. And now the Dragon Dance on the Gyarados should be able to get that off quite safely, one would imagine, against an Abomasnow. Abomasnow at the very most might have Blizzard, but no, it's going for Substitute actually. So realizing that it might have a free turn there to do so, and the Gyarados will get hurt by the hail now, but it does also have the leftovers. This is kind of a bulkier Gyarados set after all, and we'll have to see what Lucy wants to go for here. Going for the Bounce, that will be a super effective and stab move, but of course it does waste a turn up in the air, but Abomasnow is not able to capitalize on it going for the Blizzard here, and the Gyarados will get hurt, but of course its leftovers will repair its health immediately. And now the Bounce coming down on the Abomasnow. Perhaps Glacia was hoping for the miss there, but no, it will connect and take down the Substitute. All of a sudden Abomasnow is very, very vulnerable here on the field, but able to get a free attack off here, going for the Blizzard. Let's see how much this does on Gyarados. Oh, not even half damage. Not even the hail will bring it back to half damage, especially with that leftovers. So Gyarados absolutely handling this Abomasnow here. Should be able to go for a different attack and just take it out. Yes, the Crunch coming in on Abomasnow, that will take it down. So all of a sudden, Glacia's defensive core has been entirely dismantled here by Lucy's team. So it'll be interesting to see what Glacia wants to send in to try and deal with this Dragon Danced Gyarados after all. And going in with the Beartic. Now Beartic does have Slush Rush, so it should still outspeed. Yes, it does. It outspeeds a Dragon Dance Gyarados, going for the Icicle Crash. Will this be enough though? It is a heavy damage attack. Yes, the Gyarados going down. Dragon Dance Gyarados not able to pull off a sweep here, as Slush Rush Beartic comes to the rescue here on Glacia's side. And now the Steelix coming out on the field. Steelix is a defensive monster. Beartic is going to be in a troublesome position, but it does have superpower. Oh, that should do a good amount of damage. Whoa, huge damage on Steelix. Below half now is Steelix, but its attack and defense will fall, of course. So Steelix now able to respond with the stab, super effective heavy slam on Beartic. How much will this do? Whoa, Beartic actually surviving that really well. Now, Steelix is in a little bit of a vulnerable position, I would say, because the Beartic does outspeed it and it's very low health. After all, the Beartic's attack did lower, but the superpower should still do. Yes, it takes down the Steelix. So Beartic pulling off a little bit of a sweep here, doing really, really well under the hail. The Steelix going down. Lucy not anticipating that at all. The superpower is a great move for Beartic to have. And now the Shuckle coming out on the field, as Beartic is getting hurt by its own Life Orb damage. And now Shuckle will see what it can do here, as the Icicle Crash comes in again. Now Shuckle is a specially defensive variant, not a physically defensive, so it might not handle that. Oh, going below half. That was a critical hit though. Beartic's attack has been lowered after all, and the Citrus Berry now activating on the Shuckle, so it will get a lot of recovery too. And Beartic is looking very low on health. Here comes the knockoff on the Beartic. It will take it down. Shuckle, as little offensive power as it does have, it definitely can pick off some Pokemon at the end. And now the hail will end. So Lucy trying to switch the tide of the battle here as the Vanillix comes out now. Vanillix will actually start the hail again. So that is a key move there from Glacia. But we'll have to see how it can deal with the Shuckle after all. Here comes the Freeze Dry. Shuckle is specially defensive, but that Vanillix does have the Choice Specs doing a decent amount of damage. Oh no, it's not going to have the Choice Specs any longer. There go the Choice Specs from the knockoff on the Shuckle. Shuckle getting hurt by that the hail, of course, but now it has no method of recovery. So the Vanilluxe able to go for the blizzard now. Oh, doing a good amount of damage. Oh, and the freeze on the Shuckle. The Shuckle has been frozen, and it will not be able to move on this turn. I reckon the most it might have been able to do is actually set up a little bit. Perhaps something like the Sticky Web, or, well, the Stealth Rock wouldn't be an amazing move at this point. It is late in the battle, and the Shuckle going down here to the Vanilluxe. The freeze coming in clutch there. Again, it would have just been some hazard moves, perhaps, that the Shuckle would have been able to do, but now the Milotic coming out on the field. Now, Milotic, on the face of it, is one of the biggest threats for Glacia's team, and it is Lucy's final Pokemon, but the Freeze Dry is super effective. The Vanilluxe no longer has its choice specs. Would have done more with it, of course, and here comes the Hydro Pump on the Vanilluxe. Whoa, doing a massive amount of damage. That was a critical hit, but the Vanilluxe barely holding on here. Now the Milotic is at just about half health, getting some leftovers too. Not quite able to finish off this Vanilluxe, but the Vanilluxe able to go for the Freeze Dry again. Now that is a stab, super effective move. That's why it's doing so much on Milotic, but Milotic just going for the recover here. So Lucy trying to stall this thing out. It's going to be very tough for her because she has to find an opportunity where she can strike, but she did stall out the hail. Perhaps that was her plan there. A good play. Now Milotic restoring some of its health with the leftovers. Now what Lucy has to be careful of here is that we all know what Glacia has in the back. It is the Mega Glalie after all. Should be able to do a huge amount of damage on Milotic. So maybe what Lucy's trying to do here, yes, is stall out this Vanilluxe. Try and get Milotic up back to full health now that the hail is down. And it is getting very, very close, especially after the leftovers, because the Milotic does have to handle an attack from Mega Glalie, which we all know is a very powerful Pokemon. So Lucy trying to get the Milotic up to full health, maybe just take one Freeze Dry, then take out the Vanilluxe, and then maybe the Mega Glalie will be able to come in, and perhaps the Milotic will survive. We'll have to see. Milotic getting some huge recovery now. Now it is at full health. So now is the time to strike. Let's see what happens. Vanilluxe able to go for the Freeze Dry. Oh, the freeze! Oh no! The Milotic is frozen solid, unable to move here. Uh-oh, and this is actually exactly what Lucy did to Phoebe in the last round. So Glacia trying to get some revenge here for the Elite Four, it seems, as the Freeze Dry comes in again on the Milotic. Now it all depends if the Milotic can wake up and go for recover. No, it's frozen! Oh my word! I can't get over how poetic this is. This is exactly what Lucy did to Phoebe in the last round. Man, oh man, this Vanilluxe, will it be able to pull it off? One more Freeze Dry on the Milotic. Yes, the Milotic going down. Unbelievable at the end. Lucy getting a little bit greedy. I mean, she had to really to be able to handle the Mega Glalie. But man, oh man, the freeze coming through. That's what happens when you stall. That is what happens. The Milotic not able to pull off the battle. And Glacia emerging the victor with a 2-0 victory over Lucy to make it to the semifinals. Before we go, I'd just like to remind you guys to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already if you enjoyed the video. Huge thanks goes to our YouTube members and patrons on Patreon. If you want to support the channel and get some cool perks, the links to support will be in the description below. This has been Soul Spectre, and I'll see you guys next time for some more True Power.